In a jaw-dropping twist that has the world buzzing, Prince Andrew has just surrendered his prestigious royal titles, including the Duke of York, amid mounting scandals that threaten to tarnish the monarchy's image. This decision, announced on Friday, stems from a heart-to-heart with his elder brother, King Charles, who reportedly sees it as a necessary step to protect the family's reputation. But here's where it gets controversial. Andrew's notorious ties to convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein have cast a long shadow, turning him into a pariah within his own family since his infamous 2019 Newsnight interview. For newcomers to royal drama, this isn't just about titles. It's a stark reminder of how personal missteps can ripple through an institution as old and revered as the British monarchy. Let's dive deeper into the complex bond between these two brothers, exploring their history and the fractures that have led to this pivotal moment. And this is the part most people miss. Despite the fallout, there have been subtle signs of reconciliation lately, which begs the question of whether forgiveness is truly possible in such high-stakes family dynamics. Despite the recent estrangement, whispers of Andrew's gradual reacceptance into the royal circle have circulated for months. He's been spotted at key family gatherings, such as the traditional Easter Sunday service led by King Charles and Queen Camilla, and even at the somber funeral of the Duchess of Kent, where he provided quiet support to grieving relatives. In 2022 and 2023, photos captured him walking alongside other royals during their annual Christmas stroll in Norfolk, a tradition that for many symbolizes unity amidst the festivities. These appearances suggest that while the wounds run deep, the familial ties aren't entirely severed. Yet for beginners wondering why this matters, consider how these public sightings can influence public perception. A united front might reassure fans of the monarchy's strength, but it also risks reigniting debates about accountability. The brothers' paths diverged sharply from birth. King Charles, born in 1948 as the firstborn of the late Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, was groomed from infancy for the throne, a role steeped in duty and tradition that shaped his life. Prince Andrew, arriving 12 years later in 1960, enjoyed a freer existence, initially positioned as second in line to the throne, though today he stands eighth due to the growing royal family tree. In their younger days, they shared an unbreakable bond that still warms the hearts of many observers. Vintage black-and-white snapshots from 1960 depict a tender moment where young Charles affectionately clasps his infant brother's hand in his crib. Other cherished images show the siblings playing bagatelle together with their youngest brother, Prince Edward, during a relaxed visit to Sandringham in April 1969, a simple game that highlights the innocence of their early camaraderie. That closeness blossomed into adulthood, as evidenced by Andrew serving as one of Charles's groomsmen at his 1981 wedding to the late Princess Diana, where he stood proudly beside the happy couple. Just 4 years later, Charles extended a personal invitation to Andrew and Diana for a polo match, a sport that epitomizes the royals' elite lifestyle. It was at this event that Diana shrewdly introduced Sarah Ferguson, Andrew's future wife, whom he'd known casually from childhood. Sparks ignited immediately, leading to their fairy tale marriage in 1986, a union that seemed to reinforce the brothers' interconnected lives. But here's where it gets controversial. The relationship soured dramatically after Andrew's confirmed associations with Jeffrey Epstein came to light, culminating in his disastrous 2019 Newsnight interview that did more harm than good. While there have been attempts at reconciliation, such as invitations to Christmas festivities and Andrew's attendance at the Duchess of Kent's funeral, the tension between the brothers remains palpable. Royal biographer Robert Hardman, in his book Charles III, New King, New Court, The Inside Story, described how the monarch took decisive action last year by severing financial support, ending Andrew's annual allowance and private security funding. This move, according to Hardman, relieved Andrew from being a financial drain on the king, painting Charles as a pragmatic leader prioritizing the monarchy's integrity. It's not just Charles feeling the strain. His eldest son, Prince William, the Prince of Wales, has reportedly advocated for stricter boundaries. William, consulted on the title stripping decision, views Andrew as a liability, especially given his scandals. Biographer Andrew Lowney, author of a book on the Duke and Duchess of York, shared in Vanity Fair that William believes his father should adopt a tougher stance, potentially sparking rifts between father and son. Lowney warned of brewing conflicts, noting William's lack of sentimentality toward his uncle and his keen awareness of how the York family's controversies could poison the public's view of the monarchy. For those new to these intrigues, think of it like a family business where one member's mistakes could cost everyone their jobs. William, as the heir apparent, is essentially pushing for damage control to safeguard the crown's future. This saga raises profound questions about family loyalty versus public duty. Was King Charles right to push Andrew out now, or should blood ties prevail? And here's a controversial take. Some argue that Andrew's Epstein connections reflect broader societal failures in holding powerful figures accountable, not just royal ones. Do you agree that the monarchy's image was at risk, or is this an overreaction? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear if you side with Charles' firmness or see room for redemption in Andrew's story. Join the conversation and let us know.